Blaine managed to hold his breath underwater in New York recently. Then the actual person holding him under had a change of heart. Rufus, your turn. Your celebrity is Mariah Carey, and the number is 555.
Is it her number if you minus 111?
I see what you did there. The devil. Very clever. Just takes a couple of people like that. No?
558.
What's all that about?
What was he saying? Is it code?
Mariah Carey's career earnings, 555 million.
Well, I can tell you that the answer I was looking for is the amount in millions she's actually insured her legs for. Though I would have actually accepted the number of voices in her head. Mariah Carey has an extraordinary voice, spanning a 7-octave range. That's 2 more than J-Lo and 7 more than Jerry Halliwell. James, this one's for you. It's Jordan, and the number is 45.
Ah, lovely. Delightful woman.
I like her. I like her when she's Katie Price. I like that kind of devil-angel thing. You go, oh, Katie Price, she like horses. Oh, Jordan, she is evil.
But then she goes on a TV show dressed as a slag and says, I'm Katie today. She goes to a premiere dressed as a slag. I'm Jordan today.
What is dressed as a slag?
OK, I'm talking hot pants and tits hanging out. I mean, I'm not against it,
That's
obviously.
how my father dressed.
It's 45 minutes, but what is she doing in those minutes?
Help Peter Andre on with his shoes.
No,
They're only slip-ons, Peter. Why are you putting them all back to front?
It's a very tricky one. The answer is the number of minutes it takes her to make a pair of trousers. Jordan said that she loved being domesticated, but that running a home full of children can cause problems. I haven't got to the punchline yet.
No, I don't want to spoil it, so do it in case it's where your punchline's going.
It's coming up now. Apparently, she recently wiped some childish crayon scribbles off the wall, only to realise she'd just erased the lyrics to Peter's next single. Would you believe it? And finally, Sue, you've got Richard and Judy, and the number is 1 million.
Is 1 million the number of people who, using a rudimentary AM radio, can tune into the frequency of Judy's shaking?
It's not.
I know what it is.
Go on,
It's
then.
a number of monkey glands that have been placed in the back of their necks to keep them young and beautiful. But they've given Judy the wrong glands and she's angry.
Is it the number of people who shouldn't have been but were marginally aroused by Judy's tits falling out at the television awards?
They were quite nice, weren't they?
Is it how much her tits are insured for?
It's not.
It's not?
But I like
OK.
what you're thinking. The answer is the amount in pounds that they saved when they recently won a court action against the Inland Revenue. And as part of their defence, they had to prove that they were, in fact, entertainers. So they showed the court videos of Richard dressed as Ali G and Judy playing a patient in a send-up of Casualty. But despite this, they still managed to prove that they were entertainers. Incredible. Let's see how the grid's looking. No points to Robin, no points to Rufus. Now it's time for Word on the Street. Word on the Street taps into the zeitgeist and finds out what words people are using today and whether they include the word zeitgeist. Each team gets a street word or phrase and has to offer 2 different definitions. All the other team have to do is work out which is the correct one. Robin's team go first, and your phrase is this.
Beer taxi.
Rufus and Sue explain all.
Picture the scene. Minsk, 1914. The snow is falling, the stench of death hangs easily in the air, the crunch of snow underfoot so easily replicating none of bone, of death, of destruction. Meanwhile, on a rooftop somewhere far away, the head of the Russian Secret Service, Felix Dzerzhinsky, looks down at all before him and thinks, surely I am the master of this chaos.
What was the word again?
Beer taxi. It's got fuck all to do with that, to be honest. It's, you know when you get home, when you're drunk, and you wake up in the morning and go, how did I get home? That's a beer taxi.
That's it?
I was getting carried away with the goings-on in Minsk. I tell you, I was there, and you've cruelly taken that picture from me.
I thought Jack Bauer was going to pop up there and save the day.
It's a slightly ugly pig girl at your work who you ride when drunk.
That's horribly misogynistic. I can't believe you said that.
I'm allowed to get away with that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the beauty of it.
That's why we book chicks.
Yeah.
So, guys, what is the answer?
It's definitely Rufus.
You go for Rufus?
Yeah,
OK, well,
absolutely.
let's see who was telling the truth.
Ooh, the exciting tension. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well done,
Yes, a beer taxi is the form of transport you assume you got when you were too drunk to know how you got home. That doesn't explain, though, the friction burns, the handcuffs, the small goat with its nose in your arse, and the tattooed she-male called Raoul sleeping next to you. Rufus's team, this is your word.
Micro-waiting.
Robin and James, please do the honours.
It's very simple, really. It's people who frequently work in pretty kind of dodgy restaurants. You know, the kind of restaurants where you sometimes will go out and, you know, take one of your lady friends for, this is the best gruel in town, I can tell you. Sometimes there's lumpy bits. I've seen you there. And basically what it is so the waitress can make more money. She deliberately wears a shorter skirt. So it's called a micro skirt, basically. Yeah. It's micro waiting. It's that thing that means that, you know, stag nights will go, oh, she must really love me because she smiled at me, not because it's her job, you imbecile. It's that kind of thing. So it's basically flashing off a small amount of flesh in the hope that foolish stag knights wearing red and white afro wigs, often weeping off their grease paint flagged faces into their corpulent belly buttons, go, I'm going to give her a £5 and she'll give me a kiss.
Micro waiting is, of course, when you are standing in your kitchen, as they say, you know, a watched kettle never boils. Equally, a microwave never goes bing when you're watching it. It is that time when you are standing there nervously waiting for it to go bing. That is micro waiting.
OK, guys.
The thing
what do you reckon the answer is?
If you're waiting for a kettle to boil, there's a genuine sense of when is it going to be boiled.
That's exciting, though. Come on.
No.
I see where you're going, but if you've got a timer...
If you've got a timer... microwaves come with time.
Yeah,
you're also there waiting for it. Going,
some people have timers for kettles, but they still want to watch.
Who has a timer?
It's true. What he's saying is true. You can get it from one of those innovations-based catalogues.
Thank you. Inside the Daily Telegraph.
Unfortunately, the downside of going, hang on, what time is it? It's an absolute disaster.
Which one are you going for?
Silly. I
think it's
James.
Let's find out who's been telling a porkies.
Show us, Robin. Show us his. Good boy.
Yes.
Super.
Yes, the correct answer is hovering by the microwave, waiting for it to go. This is shortly followed by the micro gasp as you burn your fingers trying to get packaging off your delicious ready meal. Right, let's have a look at the scores. And I can tell you that in this riveting game, it is one apiece.
Oh, hello.
Thank you. That's it for part one, but we'll see you right after the break.